I'm very pleased now to be joined by the comedienne, actor and writer Sandi Toksvig. Can I ask you, you're speaking about more women in local government. You feel strongly about that?
I don't think there should be more women in local government. I think there should be more women in all government. I think it's shocking. If you look at a photograph of the European leaders, for example, when they all got together in London, the extraordinary thing about the photograph is, apart from the fact that all the men decide to wear grey, is that there's one woman. And it won't do, not because I'm such a great feminist, but because I believe the world is in a terrible state. And actually what we need is access to every single brain, not half the brains. So yes, of course, more women in local government, more women in national government, more women at the top international levels. We need women in there putting women's points of view and maybe coming up with alternative ways of doing things.
What are the barriers then, and what are the solutions?
There are all sorts of problems. There are problems about making hours child-friendly and all sorts of things. There's also a problem about not just keep beating at the same thing in exactly the same way. If you look at the problems that we've had with all the banks that don't fail and universally have done well are the women's microbanks that have been developed in the developing world. They have been hugely successful. Maybe we should completely look at new models. You know, maybe some of the things the boys have been running and the way they've been running them is not the best way forward, and we should have another think.
Your session is billed as light-hearted. Do you think that helps, or does that trivialise it?
I always think that humour is a very good way to get people to pay attention. I do a radio program called The News Quiz, and believe me, we take the politics of it very seriously. But while we're making jokes, I hope we are in a way a comedic opposition. So I don't think it's trivialising, I think it's highlighting.